One Shabbos, the Baal Shem Tov had two very special guests. One was named Pinchas, who came from Lithuania, to learn a bit more about the Baal Shem Tov so he could go back home and tell all of his community how great the Baal Shem Tov was. The other was a Kollel student, a married student, that he wasn't sure if the Baal Shem Tov was real or not, but was convinced to come. And his name was Yechiel. So the two of them came for Shabbos to the Baal Shem Tov and went for the Friday night services and were completely blown away. The Baal Shem Tov's singing was so beautiful, so harmonious, it seemed as though he was singing to the angels themselves. And they were just taken away, a gasp. After this, all the students went to the Baal Shem Tov's house for dinner. And they walked in with excitement, knowing that they were about to hear the Baal Shem Tov sing Shalom Aleichem, the traditional song that is sung 3 times, once for each angel that accompanies the Jewish people on their way home to protect them. And they knew that the Baal Shem Tov had a very special melody that he sang it to, so they were very excited. As they walk in, they're all sitting there anxiously waiting, but the Baal Shem Tov doesn't start. He's just looking around as though the angels are in the room, or maybe they're not in the room, and that's the issue. Either way, he's looking around as though he's in a different world. All of a sudden, his face gets very angry, and he yells for Alexei, his driver, his carriage driver, to come in. So they go get Alexei, who is sleeping in the stables, and they bring him in. And he starts rebuking him, harshly rebuking him. "What are you doing, Alexei? The horses are fighting outside. You're supposed to be watching them. If not for us, the horses would have killed each other by now." He just lays into him, unrelenting. Alexei doesn't know what to do with himself. He tries to apologize, say, "I'm sorry, I didn't know, I'm just tired." But the Baal Shem Tov doesn't give him the opportunity. He says, "I should never have let you do this. I should kill you." He says, "You should leave, you should run." And so after this, the Baal Shem Tov's demeanor immediately changes, and he smiles and he starts singing Shalom Aleichem in the most beautiful melody that they've ever heard. Now they're all quite confused how he just goes from one harsh place to such a beautiful place of peace and harmony. But regardless, they sing with him and they sit down for the meal. During the meal, the Baal Shem Tov explains some Hasidic insights into the Gemara, talking about the challenges we face, and he says in the times of Mashiach, all the impurities of the world will be washed away, and Hashgacha pratis, divine intervention, will be revealed. Divine agency will be revealed to the very simplest degree. After this, the two guests walk home. They're walking together, talking about how empowering it was, how beautiful it was. But Reb Pinchas is still stuck on this one idea. How is such a holy man so torn apart by these two horses that are fighting? Why did he lay into his driver so harshly? And how is he going to explain this to all the people back in Lithuania? Regardless, the next day the two of them get up, and they're eagerly awaiting the third meal of Shabbos, the Suda Shlishit. Because they know in this meal, this is where the Baal Shem Tov elaborates on all the deepest pearls of the Torah, the deepest secrets, and elevates everyone to a different place. So the two guests show up, they all wash for the bread, and they sit down. The Baal Shem Tov immediately starts by saying, "I want to tell you what happened yesterday with Alexei, my driver." Says, "I saw that there's a Jew, one of my Hasidim, that is coming. He was on his way here for Shabbos, but he saw that he was not going to make it because he had gotten lost. So he decided to spend Shabbos right where he was at the edge of this field. But a murderer, a robber, was in the forest waiting for him to get to this trap that he had laid. When he saw when the Jew wasn't going there, that he had to take matters into his own hands, so he started chasing him with his knife. By my rebuking Alexei, this man was hearing everything I was saying, and he thought there was an army coming at him. And so he ran away. When I was telling him, 'I'm going to kill you,' this man thought I was talking to him, and he ran." And so what it was in reality was the angels of peace. They were protecting this Jew, and when they came to us, I was so happy that I sang my Shalom Aleichem song, and I was just overjoyed. So these two guests are a little shocked, thinking that the Baal Shem Tov knew exactly what they were thinking, and that's why he explained everything to them. They were shocked and confused. Regardless, they had a beautiful meal. The Baal Shem Tov explained some deep insights. And afterwards, they made Havdalah, separating between the sanctity of Shabbat with the mundane, holy other days of the week. And after they finish making Havdalah, a carriage pulls up in front of the Baal Shem Tov's house. And a man gets out and screams, "My Rebbe, a miracle happened to me. I was on my way here when I got lost and got stuck in a field. And so I spent Shabbos in the field, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this murderer starts chasing me with his knife. And we're running, and we start hearing these voices. It sounded like a whole army was behind us. And they're screaming, 'I'm going to kill you.' This man was so scared that he started running away. I was saved, and it was a miracle." And the Baal Shem Tov smiles, and he says, "Shalom Aleichem, Reb Mendel of Premishlan. Happy to have you back." So that's the Baal Shem Tov story for this week. I hope everyone has a good week. Shabbat Tov.